welcome to this week's vlog. Usually when I start a weekly vlog, I will kind of go through what I'm going to be doing this week and list out all of the things that I want to do. And then at the end of the week, when I'm editing that vlog and I haven't done any of those things that I said I wanted to do, I'll just cut myself. I'll edit the parts out where I said I was going to do those things so that you don't see that I said I was going to do those things and then ended up not doing them. But this week we're not doing that. This week we're going to be productive and I'm going to hold myself accountable and I'm going to put it on the vlog, say all the things that I want to get accomplished, and we'll just see at the end of the week how much of my to-do list I actually get through. I do have quite a bit of things that I want to accomplish this week. A lot of things that like I started last week and just didn't get a chance to finish this week. So maybe I should make a list. Maybe I need to write it down. Hold on a second, let me write it down. Okay, so I've completed my list. This is my list of all of the things that I want to get done this week. Obviously, this list is separate from just like my weekly to-do list of regular household chores, like doing the laundry, keeping up with the dishes, overall cleaning up. These are more specific tasks and projects that I'm trying to finish. So let's go through them together. First up on the list is Ellie's mushroom set. I've been working on this for, I want to say a week and a half, something like that. Maybe even 2 weeks, I'm not sure. But I'm very close to being done. I think I'm at this part where it's becoming tedious, and so I'm not wanting to put my effort into it. I was also sick at one point, so that kind of like derailed me for a little while, but I am feeling better. I am now having allergies, which is not fun, but I want to get to that this week. Once I get into a stride of sewing, it'll be fine, but I still need to draft the pants pattern, which shouldn't be too bad, honestly. It should be fine. If I could get that done this week, I mean, 10 points for Slytherin, you know what I mean? Next is another project that I have for Ellie. It's her bonnet. Again, I've been kind of like chipping away at it, just like 2-3 rows here and there, but I'm almost done. I feel like there's only maybe like 2 or 3 inches left in the actual headpiece part. So once I get this part done, then I'll do the ribbing around the face and then the ribbing around the neck, and then it'll be done. I mean, honestly, when I did Wolfie's, once I got the actual headpiece done, I was able to get to the ribbing like super fast. I'm just gonna try and, like I said, chip away at it a couple rows here and there whenever I can. I'm really gonna need to like utilize my time when the kids are like in quiet time or like at night. So I'm gonna have to like, you know, really plan out what projects I want to get to and what times like will work best for me. Next on my list is putting away our winter wardrobe. So now that it is starting to warm up and we no longer need our like heavy winter stuff, I'm gonna put away the things that we won't need until next season, and then also get rid of the stuff that we won't be using at all. Like a lot of Wolfie's winter stuff that he used this past season, we're not going to be using them anymore because he'll be grown out of them. So all of like the baby winter gear can go away, and then anything that Ellie has grown out of, I'm setting aside for Wolfie for like next year or the years to come. As for like me and Matt, we do have things that they're technically part of our winter wardrobe, but we didn't even reach for them this year. So I feel like there are some things that I can probably get rid of and Matt can probably get rid of. And I would really like to just downsize both mine and Matt's winter wardrobe into like one bin. We are not going to be having a lot of space once we move, so I want to make sure we're like downsizing as much as possible. On that note of downsizing, I also have several things that I need to list on Facebook Marketplace or on the Buy Nothing page. I'm just trying to get ahead of the game. Our lease isn't up here until I want to say August, something like that. So if we can have most of like the big things that we're not keeping out of here by like June, that would be ideal. And then hopefully everything will have been gradually lessening and it'll be a much smoother transition once we do start packing up to move. Next, I really want to finish reading Under Wildwood. I have been reading this for, let's check. Oh my God, I started reading this in March, on March 20th. And it is now, what, April 13th. So I've been reading this for quite some time. I've only been reading, I want to say at the most 40 to 50 pages a day, and I don't read every single day. So So far, I've only logged 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days of reading this book. This is a very chunky book. There is 559 pages. So it's very, very chunky. This is where I'm at right now. I have less than 100 pages left. I'm super close. I know that I can finish this week. It's just been taking me such a long time. The story is good, but it's not as engaging as the first book was. And so I have just found myself like not very interested in picking it up. But considering how close I am to the finish line, I just need to like push through. There is a third book in the series, and ideally I would like to start reading the third book right away, but I think I need to take a break from Wildwood because I just feel like I need to mix it up. This is what will get me into a reading slump really quickly, so I need to mix it up and read something else after this. Like, I'm gonna probably read like a romance or something because I just need something a little different from like a middle grade adventure. Not saying that it's not good, because it is good. It's just like so long. Maybe there are parts that could have been edited to be shorter so that it didn't go out so long, but I'm gonna finish this week. Less than 100 pages. I can do it for sure. The last two things on my list are things that I know that I'll be able to get them done tomorrow. In fact, I'm probably gonna get to one of them today just to prep it, but it's sending out some packages. I have my Easter goodies for my nephew that I need to send out. They need to go out tomorrow, like absolutely needs to go out tomorrow because Easter's coming up and I want it to get to him before Easter. And then the last shipment that I have is for my small business. I'm gonna leave it here for you in case you want to check it out. It's a Filipino inspired brand where I sell stickers and I have sweatshirts and t-shirts. I have a sale going on the sweatshirts right now, and I made an order. It was just my best friend. Well, I shouldn't say just, because it was my best friend and she was kind enough to order a sweatshirt from me. I need to get that out to her this week. So I'm probably gonna prep that today. Today's Sunday, so obviously it can't go out today, but I'm gonna prep it today, and those two shipments will go out tomorrow. So I already know 2 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 out of the, hi girl, what's up?
I just wanted to come in here to kiss you.
Hi.
Hi. We're going in the foyer to just ride around for a little while.
Okay. Do you need help? Putting that shirt on, or are you okay?
I'm just trying to be funny.
Okay. Well, you do need a shirt on when you go outside, okay? So I already know that 2 out of the 7 tasks that I have will get done tomorrow. So that's really good. And then maybe I might be able to finish this one tonight. So let's cross our fingers. Let's hope that I get everything on my to-do list done for this week. Wolfie's taking a nap right now, and I think Matt and Ellie are gonna go riding around in the front yard, like in the street, just like riding their skateboard and their scooters. So I'm gonna do a little like 10-minute sun salutation in the backyard just to get some stretching in and get a little sunshine. And then after that, we can pack up some things. So let's go. Well, this guy here woke up from his nap early. I would say it was only like a 30-minute nap, and it was like right when I was getting set up to do my yoga outside, but I heard him crying and he was completely wet. He had soaked through his diaper because he had a poop too. So I had to change him, and you know, that pretty much woke him up completely. He would not go back down for his nap. And now, of course, he's also cranky and he wants to be held, so I have him in the carrier. Maybe we'll go outside and just like watch Dad and Ate, ride around and be together. Sad boy. He normally always does like a 30-minute nap in the mornings. It's never usually longer than 30 minutes. If I'm lucky, there will be like one day out of the week where I'll get like an hour and a half. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be today. We're gonna go outside, just get some sunshine, and maybe it'll put him in a better mood. Okay, check in later. Good morning, everyone. I am all dressed, ready to go for the day. It's already 9:20. We have about 30 minutes or so before we need to go and get out of here for discovery time, but I am prepping my packages. I have my sweatshirt here for Panay Mama Shop that's gonna go out to my best friend. And then I actually sold something off of Poshmark yesterday, which was really exciting because I haven't got a Poshmark order in a really long time, and I've been like listing a bunch of things to my Poshmark to just try and like downsize my closet. So I'm really happy that this sold. I sold it's a red Dickies coverall. I bought it years ago at Prison Boutique when they were having like a sidewalk sale, and I really like it. I think it's super cool, but I just never had a chance to actually wear it. So it was still like literally like new with tags, never been worn. So I'm gonna print out this label for my Poshmark order. I'm gonna print out the label for my Panay Mama Shop order. These will all go in the car along with the shipment to my nephew, but we'll probably do that after discovery time, like on the way back or something. This is what I'm wearing today. It doesn't look like much right now because it's just like a dress, but it's a very cute dress. My best friend actually gave it to me because it didn't fit her as well, so she gave it to me. I'm just gonna wear it with my red Vans and my Dodger hat. Here's my shipment. In all of my packages, I always include a little thank you card. So we're putting a thank you card, and then I included some stickers for my niece, and then an extra magnet for my friend. So this is going out. Super dark, sorry about that. So yeah, this is what's going out. I need to pack the sweatshirt now. Let's do that. You know, sometimes when I get orders from like family or friends, I'll get like excited because I get an order, and then when I realize that it's like a family member or a friend, I do feel a little bit of like like it's just my family or it's just my friends. But I realized that I need to stop doing that because support is support. I'm always really grateful for every order that I get in. Of course, it's very exciting when you're getting like orders as a small business from like strangers. Like, it's so exciting because you're just like, how did you find me? Like, I don't even know like how you even like found my website. Yeah, I just have this tendency to think in my head that like if it's not from someone that is like, I don't know, I guess a more like organic customer who is not related to me in any way, that it's somehow not as good. But I need to stop thinking that because, like I said, my family members were literally like my first orders, and to continue to receive orders from my family members just means a lot to me because they really want me to succeed. Yeah?
I'm done eating my oatmeal.
Okay, honey, I'll get you some grapes right now, okay? Give me just a second. Also, another win for me is that I finished Under Wildwood last night. Yes. I knew I'd be able to because it was only less than like 100 pages left. I think just because I've been like chipping away at this book for the past couple of days, just like reading 20, 30 pages here and there. You know, it just took a really long time to get through, but I finally got through it, and later today I'll give like my full kind of review of it. But yeah, so happy that I finished it, and I'm done with that storyline. It did leave off on like so many more like cliffhangers, and I'm just like, okay, I'm tired. So I'm not going to be picking up the third book. I'm definitely going to pick up a different book in a different genre. I think I'm going to read Beach Read by Emily Henry because that is the only Emily Henry book that I haven't read. So yeah, we'll read that. We'll start that tonight. I'll give a full overview of Under Wildwood when I have a chance.
There's something I want to show you.
Okay, I'm coming.
Like this?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm all dressed. Shoes are on, hat's on. Wolfie's dressed, he's ready to go. I just filmed a really quick little video for TikTok, so good there. Got my outfit video in. And Ellie's all dressed too. We just need to get shoes on and then get in the car, so we're ready to go. Ah! Wolfie loves to play with the tripod, loves it. We're gonna go now. Got about 10 minutes to get in the car and then head out. So we'll see you at discovery time. Good evening. It's already the end of the night. The kids are already in bed. Matt is putting Wolfie down for bed right now just because we seem to be having better success with Matt putting Wolfie down as opposed to me. But I figured now would be a good time to go over Under Wildwood. I started on page 490 on chapter 22. I want to say I started probably around like 9 o'clock, 9:30, and then I finished around like 11:30. So it took me like 2 hours to read just under 100 pages. I feel like the author could have used different ways to reach a certain point in like the storyline. It was a little like excessive at times when it didn't need to be, and then it just made the story seem like it was just dragging along. In the first book, you're following different storylines of different people, so it's very interesting and engaging every single chapter because you want to see what the next person is up to. And this book is the same way as well. However, I just felt like it didn't engage me as well as the first book did. So a lot of times I would just end up falling asleep, and I usually read at night. So of course, if the story isn't grabbing me, I'm going to fall asleep. So there were a lot of times when I would literally only read like 20, 30 pages here and there. And I feel like that's why it took me so long to read this book. I still think that it's a good story. I still enjoyed it. I just think like it took way too long for me to get to the end, only to have more questions than answers. I gave this a 3.5 stars. So this is the third book. This is Wildwood Imperium, and this book is, let's see how many pages. Oh man, 580. So I think this one was 559. Yeah, 559. So it's even longer. I mean, not by like a lot, but it's still longer than the first and second book. There's illustrations all throughout the book, so it's not as long as you would think. But I did notice there were less illustrations throughout the second book than there was in the first. So this is the third book. I don't think I'm gonna pick this up today. I think I'm a little bit burnt out from Wildwood, so I'm gonna save this aside for like another time. I think I'm probably like the last person on earth to read Beach Read, but I have this Beach Read special edition copy. I got it a long time ago, but I think now is the time to read it. This is the only Emily Henry book that I haven't read besides her newest one that is coming out, or that's already out. But I figure now is a good time to read this one. You know, it's starting to warm up. It's not exactly like summer weather or anything like that, but I just felt like I needed something different from Wildwood. So hopefully this will check all the boxes for me and I'll be able to get through it quicker than Wildwood or Under Wildwood. So this is what I'm going to pick up tonight. But I just wanted to go over the things that I got done from my list that I made. So I did send my nephew's Easter goodies. I did send my Panay Mama Shop order along with my Poshmark order, so shipments are done, and I finished Under Wildwood. So that's 3 out of the 7 things. So I've completed 42% of my list, and it's only Monday night. So we're starting off really well. Of course, I think doing Ellie's mushroom set and her bonnet, I feel like those are things that are gonna take a little bit longer, so I feel like it's still doable. It could still happen. I'm really happy with my progress. Okay, well, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow to see where I'm at and what I get done. Okay, good night. As soon as I got out of my shower, Wolfie was already crying awake. So he's just been crying literally this whole entire time. Wolfie actually has a doctor's appointment coming up in like, I want to say an hour. Yeah. So I'm just feeding him right now since he's so upset. He's already dressed and ready to go. I just need to make sure that I have extra diapers in the car before I leave. So last night I wanted to start reading Beach Read, but Wolfie kind of had a rough night and didn't really fall asleep until around like 10 o'clock. I had to sit in the room with him. So instead of reading Beach Read, can I just talk? Is that better for you? Okay. So instead of reading Beach Read last night, I just listened to an audiobook since I had to be in the room with him. He just like wouldn't calm down. Every time I put him down, he would just keep waking up. And so instead of going back and forth from my room to his room, I just sat with him for a while until he fell asleep. And because of that, I just listened to an audiobook on Spotify. I started Beg, Borrow, Steal. Beg, Borrow, or Steal. I think that's the name of it. I listened to the first 2 books in that trilogy, or that series, also as an audiobook. I felt like the voice actors did a really good job of narrating the book, and it felt like a true rom-com. So for this 3rd book, I wanted to also listen to it as an audiobook. But yeah, Wolfie has a doctor's appointment, so when we get back from his appointment, I will probably start doing some sewing. Matt should be off work by then, and I will probably have a couple hours to myself to do some sewing. Hopefully. It's been way too long since I have sewed anything for Ellie's mushroom set, and I know that if I don't do anything today, I'm not going to do anything the rest of the week. I don't think I'm going to be able to cross anything off of my list today, but I think I'll be able to put myself in a better position to actually finish it this week. Lately, a lot of his nursing sessions have been shorter throughout the day. Morning time and nighttime are when they're the longest, like closer to 20-25 minutes long. And then during the day, it's like less than 10 minutes, maybe even just like a little 3-minute snack, honestly. But when he's upset like this, he definitely sits on it a lot longer, and I think it's just to soothe himself. I don't even know if he's really getting like a ton of milk. You okay? All right, sorry. Good thing is I'm already dressed for the appointment. I already like did my makeup. I kind of did my hair a little bit. It's in a clip right now. Just I'm trying to like set my waves that I put in, and hopefully it works. I use like a beach spray. Oh, you're so sad. How are you feeling now? Do you feel okay? Do you feel better? Oh, so sad. Okay. You're still sad? Yeah. You have to calm down now. Calm down now. Okay. I think we're all good now. So I'm gonna get him ready to go in the car. I just need to double check the little diaper bag that I have in the car to make sure I have a spare diaper in there, and then we should be good to go. So we're gonna get in the car. I'm gonna put some shoes on, and then we'll head out. Okay, see ya. Good evening. It's the end of the night. Kids are sleeping already. Matt is already going to bed, but now that I have some time to myself, it is time to do some sewing. I'm not sure where I left off on like my last vlog. This is one of the shoulder straps, so the ruffle is on. Last time I had put the ruffle on backwards, so the mushrooms were like upside down. This time, mushroom's gonna be facing forward. I mean, the back piece is gonna be somewhat, you know, upside down, but I care what it looks like from the front. And then I need to do the same thing with the other straps. So I've already got it pinned down here, and then they can be inserted into the bodice. I'll close up the neckline seam, and then after that is when things start kind of moving a little quicker. Okay, let's do an update of where I'm at right now. I've completed the straps, the ruffles are in, and the straps are top stitched. I attached them to the neckline. I'm very happy with getting this part done because I swear the straps are just the most tedious part. I'll get to the buttonholes later. I already sewed up the center back seam. So normally the peplum will have 2 pieces, a front and a back peplum, but I was trying to save as much fabric as possible, and I figured instead of cutting 2 different pieces, I would just cut the one. So this is a little bit shorter in terms of the total circumference that it's supposed to be. I would say maybe by like 2 inches or so, but it's fine. I don't think it will be a big problem. So this is already ready to go. What's left is clean finishing the hem and attaching the peplum to the bodice. Normally once I get to this phase, it's just like smooth sailing from there. So I'm gonna call it a night in terms of sewing, and we'll pick back up tomorrow. We don't have any big plans tomorrow, so I'm gonna try and see if I can get some sewing done during the day, just so that I can save on time, because I still need to make the pants. That is a big part of the set, is that it has matching pants, and I'm making the pants from scratch, like drafting the pattern. Easier said than done, but we're gonna do it. I'm determined to get through my to-do list. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna call it a night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I did a really bad job of not vlogging this part, but after putting Wolfie down for a nap, his afternoon nap, and Ellie was in quiet time, I was like, I should just sew this one little part. And then I did it, and then I was like, maybe I should also just do this other little part. And then I ended up just finishing the top. So this is the top. It came out really, really cute. I'm really happy with it. I do still need to do the pants. So picture some pants with like a little ruffled hem so that it like ties in with the straps here. I do kind of wish that I ordered like a grosgrain ribbon to go like with the drawstring. Like maybe if I had like a yellow one that matched the mushrooms, or even a red one would be cute. Maybe I should check Wawak and see what they have, because their shipping is pretty fast. I just like don't need anything else from them right now, so I just feel like it might be kind of like a waste to purchase something. I'd have to pay for like extensive shipping, I think. Or I don't know, maybe not. I need to double check, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's super cute. Ellie already really likes it. I still have so much mushroom fabric left over to work with too, so I'm happy that, you know, I completed a project. I haven't completed a project in a really long time, so yeah, I'm excited to get going on the pants pattern. I'm gonna start that tomorrow probably. Okay, the baby's crying, the girl is begging for me, so I will see you guys later. Good morning, happy Friday. I didn't vlog yesterday. I was kind of busy. We had Ellie's dance class in the morning, and then right after that I had to make lunch, and the day kind of got away from me. I was able to sneak in some crafting though. I finished Ellie's bonnet. I think it looks super cute. I was gonna try it on, but I'm wearing a clip, so 10 points for Slytherin for finishing this part. I'm really happy with it. And it actually turns out that it is snowing this morning. So this kind of came at a perfect time. I finished it just in time for this unexpected snow sprinkle. Hi. So yeah, we do have a play and learn play date today. So when we go out, I'll be making sure that Ellie wears her bonnet to keep her head nice and warm. It's not snowing too bad. It's very light. It's like a really, really light sprinkle of a snow, but it is cold. So perfect timing. But I feel like that does mean I probably should wait to put all of our winter stuff away. I think I'll start packing it up because I don't think or at least I hope, that we're not going to be expecting like a big snowstorm, but I'll probably still leave out like sweaters, and I'll just leave Ellie's like snow pants in the garage for now and then pack those up last. Also last night I was able to finish, I was also able to finish Beg, Borrow, or Steal. I finished it last night / this morning. I was pretty much 30 minutes away from finishing it, and then I fell asleep. So I literally just listened to the last like 2 or 3 chapters this morning, but I really enjoyed it. I like this series a lot. So Beg, Borrow, or Steal is from, I don't know what the series is called. Let me look it up. But there are 3 so far. I listened to Practice Makes Perfect first, and then I listened to When in Rome. So I kind of like switched the order in which I was supposed to read it. But honestly, they're really good standalones. The author does a pretty good job of explaining things. When I listened to the second book, I didn't feel like I was missing any kind of information. So I feel like you could definitely read them as standalones or listen to them as standalones if you're doing an audiobook, which I recommend. I recommend listening to those as the audiobook because the voice actors are really good. The narration is like spot on. It's dual POV, so there's the female and male voice narrators. Now I have a slobber stain on me. The books are narrated with dual POV, so you have a female voice actor and a male voice actor. In both 1 and 2, I really enjoyed their performances. I think they both did a really great job. In this one, I think, again, they did a good job. I think the male voice actor was a little bit off for me at times. The cadence of the way that he would read didn't really, I don't know, it didn't really sit with me well at times, and so I had to speed up his playback because he kind of just left his sentences on like a little bit of like a, I don't know what it's called. I need to look up the term. I don't know if it's called like a lilt or something, like, I don't know. Just the way that he carried out the sentences, certain sentences, they kind of almost seemed like questions, and I can't stand it. So yeah, I had to speed it up. But I usually listen to audiobooks with at least a 1.2 playback. For him, I was at like 1.3, 1.5. Because honestly, when I left it at just like regular speed, it sounded like he was going in slow motion. I couldn't take it. I was like, please read faster. Like, that's not how I read in my head. Like, when I'm reading with a physical book and I'm reading things, I'm not a fast reader, but I'm not like reading in slow motion either. So, but other than that, the story was good. I still enjoyed the second story the most. I think Practice Makes Perfect is still my favorite from this series. I'm excited for the 4th book, for Maddie and James's story. I feel like they did a really good job of like tying in the story beforehand. You've already known these characters for the past like 3 books, so getting to see their relationship kind of like be sprinkled in throughout this story was interesting. But yeah, I'm really happy that I was able to finish another book, and I absolutely feel like this series is it's one of those series where like you should listen to the audiobook. Not that I can compare it to like actually reading the physical book because I've only ever read the audiobooks of them, but I just feel like the actors do such a great job. Like, I can literally see in my mind the actual movie being played out, and I feel like that's what I like about listening to this audiobook, is that, or this series as an audiobook, is that it feels like a 90s, like a late 90s, early aughts rom-com. I think it prevented me from going into a reading slump, honestly. Like, I'm glad that I started listening to it right after reading Under Wildwood, because otherwise I think I would have been in a really big reading slump. So if you ever feel like a reading slump is about to happen, just listen to a good, like, feel-good audiobook, I feel. So far on my list, I have 4 items crossed off. My Ellie's mushroom set is like half done. If I could do the pans today, by the end of tomorrow, finish them by tomorrow, that would be amazing. And then putting away the winter wardrobe, I think we're gonna have to put on hold because this weather here is just too unpredictable. The last thing on my list is listing items on Facebook Marketplace or Buy Nothing. I didn't do that yet, but I am going to pull together some onesies that Wolfie's grown out of, and I'm gonna put that on the Buy Nothing page. We are getting stuff done though. Anyways, we have got some time before we have to get ready for play and learn. So I'm gonna take the trash out because that needs to get done. And then probably get the kids ready, get myself ready. I'll catch up with you guys later. Hello, checking in. I just drafted a pattern, a pants pattern. I'm gonna test it out right now on this like hearts fabric just to see if it's good. Like I wanna make sure that the actual, the crotch area is good. I compared it with a pair of her jeans that she has and it looks good. I just kind of like made it a little bit wider and obviously like I just wanted it to be roomier. The crotch looks very long, but it's because it is gonna have like a fold over waistband. So we're gonna test it out, like I said, see what it's about, see if it works out, and then if it's good, then I'll transfer it over to the gingham pattern. Hello, it's been a long time since I picked up the camera. I wanted to close out the vlog because this is the end of the week. It's Saturday night. Me and Matt and the kids just got back from going out. We just did a little pashal because I needed to get some clothes for the kids for a wedding. My mother-in-law is getting married in 2 weeks in Arizona, so we're gonna be taking a trip here soon. But neither of them have like nice outfits. Like it's not a super formal wedding, but it is, you know, it's an important event, so I want them to look really nice. So this is a little haul of what I got them. I got both of their outfits at H&M. And then I had to get an outfit for myself too because I've worn the same dress that I've worn to weddings for like, I don't know, I've worn them at like 3 different weddings now, which is fine and I don't mind doing that, but I just kind of wanted to like mix it up a little bit. These are the outfits that I got for Wolfie and Ellie. Wolfie's is just like a button up and shorts, and then Ellie has like a really cute shift dress with this like daisy overlay on it. Super cute. And then this is what I picked up for the wedding. It's a romper actually, and it's on this really pretty jacquard that has like foiling as well, and it has a nice low back and like a halter neckline. Really cute, and it was only $16.99. That's what we got for the wedding. I also picked up a dress from this store called Altered State. I originally looked here first for a dress for the wedding, but I couldn't find anything that I liked like a lot. But I did find this particular dress. I didn't want to wear it to the wedding because I just felt like there's too much white here, but it's just a really cute strapless mini dress. It is very trendy, I feel, with the print, but you know, I was like, I want to look cute this summer, so I went ahead and I got it because I do feel like while this is a very trendy print, it was trending last year and now it's still trending, so I feel like it's fine. I think it's okay. And then of course we had to stop by the toy store and pick up some Lorcana cards because we're obsessed. We just cannot get enough. So we picked up, I let Matt choose which ones he wanted to get. So he picked up the Rise of the Floodborn starter deck, and this has Amethyst and Steel ink cards in here, which is good because we don't have a lot of steel cards. And then we got several boosters. So we have 2 of Ursula's Return. We have 2 for Azurite Sea. And then we have 2 Into the Inklands. So we will definitely be doing some Lorcana like deck opening and like rebuilding. Me and Matt have been playing like almost every night. We love playing Lorcana. If you're a Disney person and you need like a hobby with your partner, I just feel like this is such a good hobby. Okay, well, I have to go and get Wolfie up from his nap because he was very angry on the ride home. He fell asleep and I let him nap for a little bit, even though it's already like an hour till bedtime, but we're just gonna let the kids kind of stay up with us a little bit later because it's a Saturday night anyways. So I'm gonna go and get Wolfie, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You wanna say hi?
Hi.
Who do you wanna say hi to?
I want to shout out to Rooney.
To Rooney, that's Ellie's best friend. That's so nice. Say wave to Rooney.
Hi, Rooney.
I miss you.
I miss you, Rooney.
Can't wait to see you again.
I can't wait to see you again.
Okay. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.